Good afternoon. So I am Adam Emerali from the sales team at Maritech, and this is the first, I believe, webinar we've provided in terms of interviewing one of the partners of Maritech at the moment. So we have Linn Vardheim on the other line, who is the program leader for Maritime Masters. So I'll pass over to you for a quick introduction.
Yeah, so Maritime Masters is a program run by Maritime UK. Maritime UK is the umbrella body for the entire maritime sector in the UK, which means we represent companies and organisations from across the entire sector, from ports to shipping, engineering and manufacturing, services and leisure marine. One of the things that we really try to do is increase the interaction across the sector as well as between the different actors. And the Maritime Masters programme specifically has been put in place to increase the interaction and strengthen the relationship between the industry itself and academia engaging in maritime subjects.
Perfect. And obviously you're partnering with Maritech, and in particular with the C-Chat product that we've created, which is the world's first chat tool built specifically for the shipping industry. Why decide to partner with us at this stage?
Obviously, you offer a great product, and one of the things that we find a challenge in the Maritime Masters programme is that we have participating universities from all across the country, and anything that we can do to increasingly connect them, but also to connect them in the way that is true to life, or what industry is already doing, to engage them more with industry, to get them in touch and feel like they are experiencing something realistic to the actual industry is important to us. So we're partnering with Maritech through Clarkson's, one of our sponsors, along with Royal Haskell's, to give the students the opportunity to first to engage directly with industry in the way that the industry is already doing things, also to increase the communication between the students, their teachers, and with us as an organisation, because being geographically spread is just a brilliant way to connect.
Awesome. I'm assuming at the moment with coronavirus and everything happening kind of in the outer world, this is a fairly useful tool to have in the background.
Yes, absolutely. And I think we've got this webinar coming up next week. And I think even if Corona hadn't been a thing, it would be very useful to us, just because, as I say, that we have universities participating up in Strathclyde, we have them in Cardiff and in Plymouth. So having physical events is well and good, but in the interest of engaging as many of these students as possible, that is certainly a perfect thing to engage with.
Excellent. And talk to us a bit more about the webinar. So this is happening next week, and I understand obviously we've invited the Maritime Masters Programme students as well as the lecturers, and obviously looking to engage with as many of these people as possible.
Yes, so brilliant opportunity from your end, and also, as you say, with the current COVID-19 situation, kind of the format that things have to happen, but also a way to engage with all of our students who are currently learning remotely, and will be used to these kinds of ways of connecting, but it's nice to make everyone feel like they're still part of something, even if they're sat at home. So what we've done is we're putting on a webinar with speakers from across the industry, this time from Royal Haskell's and from Clarkson's and Clarkson's Research, to give the students really just a snapshot insight into what's happening in the maritime sector at large. Obviously, we will touch on the whole pandemic topic, but also a more future and forward-looking idea of what is actually moving around, because obviously these students are engaging with research to the top end and very out there, very advanced, but there is something about hearing directly from the people doing it every day that I think is very valuable. So we're quite excited to put on this webinar, and obviously the timing is perfect.
Yeah, and obviously the run-up for the Maritime Masters programme is tail end of the year, so I'm assuming that using tools like C-Chat for the engagement side and actually having the webinar itself and the engagement with Clarkson's does add an addition to the students' presentations and their current studies.
Absolutely. So the programme, while obviously the overarching aim of the programme is to engage students increasingly just across the board, it does have a competitive element, and we do end up in a finalist reception in October. And ahead of that, we will have student finalists. And I think C-Chat provides a really good opportunity, both for very practical things like sharing their presentations with us at that time, getting feedback on the research they're doing, but also just engaging in general and feeling a part of that programme. And I think both this webinar and the C-Chat system as a whole gives us the opportunity not just to engage the student finalists at the end of the year, but also to engage students enrolled in those programmes throughout the academic year, which I think is valuable both to them and to us.
Cool. And then in terms of the student bodies, there's 9 universities on the programme at the moment, I believe. Is that going to grow, or what's the plan for the Maritime Masters programme moving forward?
The ideal result for this programme would be to engage the entirety of UK maritime academia, and that will be the overarching goal. At the moment, it is more a capacity issue. We're a small team, so this is the 3rd iteration of the programme. So quite excited to see it grow and to see the engagement grow. I think something that we've managed to do this year already, thanks to you a lot as well and to our sponsors, is that the engagement with specific industry, with different companies, with our sponsors, but also with companies that have just shown a general interest, has grown a lot this year. So as we're getting industry on board, I think the capacity on our end, on Maritime UK's end, will grow, and we would like to include more universities. We are actually in touch with a couple for next year's round to see what we can do. But it is a bit of a job herding academics to a common goal, so something we need to work on. But yeah, looking to expand as much as possible.
Excellent. Well, obviously the webinar is on the 23rd at 11 a.m, so we will be inviting all the students and hopefully we'll have as many attend as possible. But what we'll do is obviously we'll run through the programme to have the speakers there, which is obviously Trevor Crowe, Alex Gray, Richard from Royal Haskining, and yourself and myself, just to introduce C-Chat. Other than that, I think it should be a fairly fun event.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it, and I hope our students are too.
Perfect. Well, obviously, thank you very much for your time, and we will do this event on the 23rd.
Thank you. See you then.
Thank you. Cheers.